All right.
I graduated in the year 2019, and after that I was placed in ITC.
After BTech, should we go for placement or should we go for MTech or should we go for MBA?
काम करने के बाद once I got an experience, personally I believe it is always we went for interview there. So interview के basic थे, but if you want to prepare for group discussion.
Hi everyone, I called one of my super cool alumni, Gokul Meprit, and yes, I know I am late. I was busy in my INSEM exam. Apology for that. And you know what? We had a great conversation, starting with what anyone should consider before opting for this course, BTech Food Technology, to how he got placement in ITC. What was the recruitment procedure? What are the skills they were looking for? About interview questions, group discussions, and a lot more. And yes, I covered the questions which you had asked on LinkedIn. So watch this video till the end because this video is full of information. By the way, my name is Shreyansh Srivastava. I'm a third year student of BTech Food Technology. Enjoy the podcast.
All right, Bhaiya, how you are doing?
I'm very good, Shreyansh. You tell me about yourself. How is your third year getting over? How does it feel getting into the fourth year finally?
I'm feeling so good.
You were supposed to ask me questions, but बहुत दिनों के बाद बात हो रही है तो पूछना तो बनता ही है.
Yes, of course you can. So I covered the introduction part, but let's introduce yourself.
Okay, fine. For those who don't know who I'm Gokul J. Meprit, and I was also a student of Shuats, BTech Food Technology. And that's one thing I've always missed saying is my ID number was 15BTFT105. I was also one of the students that used to sit in the classes and study in the same, where most of the viewers are sitting and studying.
Okay.
And after I graduated in the year 2019, and after that I was placed in ITC from on campus. And then I resigned from there and I started working with a friend who has his own startup. And that's a basically biscuit manufacturing unit. And we manufacture for Parle and Britannia.
What is the name of the company?
It's called Coel Foods.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a small group, but we manufacture for two MNCs.
Amazing. Yeah. All right. So I'm having a set of questions, confusions, whatever you want to call.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so shall we start?
Yes, sure, of course.
Okay, so let's get started. So starting with, I think you are from PCM group, right?
I'm from PCM.
In 12th? You are from PCMB?
Yes.
Okay. So for a PCMB group of students, there are a lot of career options. So why you considered BTech Food Technology?
Okay.
And let's say someone is watching this video and he or she is in 12th standard or 12th pass out. So before opting for this course, what they should consider?
Okay, fine. So to speak about my experience, back in 12th, that was in 2014. So back in 12th, I was quite confused, as all normal students are. I didn't know what to do. And one of the major options that is always available for us is either you go for engineering or you either go for medicine. So those सारे जा रहे थे engineering के लिए, तो हमने सोचा कुछ अलग करेंगे, तो I went for medicine. And I gave my first attempt of AIPMT. उस time पे AIPMT होता था.
Okay.
And I got to BDS. I didn't want to do BDS. I wanted MBBS. तो घर वाले बोले चलो बेटा बिना पढ़े BDS मिल सकता है, तो एक साल रिपीट करके MBBS मिल ही जाएगा. It was during this tenure, that 1 year, while I was repeating and studying for MBBS, that I realized that I cannot be a doctor. मतलब 6 साल पढ़ो MBBS करो, फिर 2 साल पढ़ो MD करो, तो जिंदगी भर पढ़ते रहो, ना हो पाए मुझसे. So that is when I started diversifying my objective. Rather than looking just like engineering, so BTech, mechanical, IT या ECE कुछ होता है, I started looking beyond. I started researching like what are the options that will include both my basics, that is maths and bio. Because I was good at both the subjects and I literally liked them both. Like I wasn't partial to any. Bachpan se maths was good for me. And with age, bio became like a natural thing for me. So both were pretty much balanced and I didn't want to leave both. अगर MBBS करता तो I would have left maths completely. और pure engineering करता bio का कोई मतलब ही नहीं होता. So I wanted a stream that was balancing both and that required both of these subjects. That's when I started researching. And then I realized, started speaking to my family members, distant family members. So that is when I came across the topic biotechnology. It was known to me biotechnology, but I didn't. 12th में पढ़ लिया खत्म हो गया. But that is when I realized about its potential, its scope. But that was still too wide, and I didn't want it to be too wide. So then I spoke to my uncle who did IDD from our university back in 90s. That is Dairy Tech
Okay.
in the 90s. So when he told me there was a subject called dairy technology, I started researching about that. And that is when I came to know, okay, there is something that covers both dairy tech and that is called food technology. And since Uncle's review was pretty good and he's completely settled, seeing it, and he's like working in a cooperative, milk cooperative of Kerala, I thought, chalo, that is a good course and that's a good option. That is when I reached out to Schwartz.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is how my journey of BTech Food Tech started.
Okay. Amazing, amazing, Bhaiya.
And
Okay, so
to answer the second part of your question, that is, what can I say to the 12th grade students? See, I can understand 12th grade is very confusing. It's quite depressing that you're leaving the school. That is totally normal.
agree.
And it's totally normal that you don't know what you want to do. There's nothing wrong in that. Log bolenge, yaar, ye karo, wo karo. But what you feel is right, always go for that. There's nothing wrong in that. As long as you know what is the thing that makes you happy, go for that. And if you're planning to do food tech, always consider you should have a love for food. That is one of the main thing. Then you should have a love for math. They may say that food tech mein maths nahi hai, but that is not the truth. Hai. The maths is a necessity there.
Totally agree.
And then there is bio. You should have a basic knowledge of bio too. And when you're opting for food tech, please have in mind that your pay scale won't be as high as your friends who are studying in computer engineering or mechanical or ECE. तो वो पे स्केल का डिफरेंस रहेगा एटलीस्ट इन द इनिशियल स्टेजेस विथ एक्सपीरियंस एंड विथ नॉलेज एंड विथ इयर्स दैट पे स्केल में चेंज बट इनिशियली थोड़ा कम ही रहेगा इफ यू आर रेडी टू फेस ऑल दिस food tech is a wonderful course for you and it can open up a large number of opportunities.
Okay. Surely this will help.
Oh yes.
All right. Moving forward.
Yeah.
See, we all know that there are different events that takes place in the colleges. And especially for the first and second year student, what I am observing, they are participating in all the events only for the sake of certificates.
Okay.
Though they are not interested, but they are participating. And what they are thinking, they will get certificate. And that certificate they will use at the time of placement, or they will prepare CV and they will mention those things in the CV. So this approach is right or wrong?
See,
what's your point of view on this?
Personally speaking, it's always good to participate in events. But if you're just for the certificates, I don't personally agree with that. अब ठीक है सबका ओपिनियन अलग होता है बट मेरा ओपिनियन के हिसाब से डोंट पार्टिसिपेट इन एन इवेंट जस्ट फॉर द सर्टिफिकेट सेक because if you're good at something, if you're good at speaking, you want to go debate, win the university, it's totally fine. And if you want to do an extempore and you're good at that, that's also totally fine. But if you're doing an event or if you're participating in an event, apart from look beyond the certificate, like being the managing committee of the event, that will be essential for your career in a long-term sport. Because when you're managing an event, there are multiple things that you have to cover. There are multiple factors. For example, there is time schedule. इस दुनिया में हर जगह टाइम पे चलता है कोई भी हो कॉर्पोरेट में हो या तुम एनजीओ में हो कहीं भी हो दैट टाइम मैनेजमेंट दैट स्किल इज दैट पर्टिकुलर स्किल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन whichever segment you go. So that time management will come if you are actually there in the managing company of the event. So rather than taking part in the event, I don't disagree with that, but you should also focus on taking part in the managing committee. ठीक है. So apart from time management, it also builds your team building skill. Because तुम अकेले तो नहीं करने वाले हो एक पूरा इवेंट. There are lots of people, different characters, different types of personalities. So you have to build rapport with all these. You have to communicate with all these. ये सब कोलैबोरेट करके एक इवेंट सक्सेसफुल करना आसान नहीं होता. तुम भी जानते हो हमने तुम्हारे फर्स्ट ईयर में फूड इवेंट किया था, फूड फेस्ट किया था हमने. So तुम जानते हो it's not an easy task.
It's not an easy task.
Apart from that,
totally agree.
Just because you're not the boss or you're not the leader of that event, and you're following someone else, there's nothing wrong with that. Because following someone is a first step, or is one of the major steps to become a leader. So अगर तुम दूसरों की बात सुन रहे हो, अच्छा ये करना है, वो करना है, कोई सीनियर की बात सुन रहे हो, ऐसे करना है, उस टाइम पे अच्छा लगेगा ये हमें क्यों बॉस कर रहा है, ये कौन है हमें बॉस करने के लिए लगेगा. But in reality, even after your BTech, what happens is you're literally under someone else. You have to work under someone. That is the reality of life. So that अगर तुम एक बार team building, time management, start learning to lead, of learning to follow. Eventually, ये तीन cover हो जाओगे. Eventually, you will reach the top where you will be the one managing the event. तुम्हारे नीचे लोग रहेंगे बोलने के लिए. Like you're in 4th year. If you're in college right now, you will be conducting events. So when you are on the top, you will come across people with different talents. So you will learn resource management. तुम्हारे पास क्या रिसोर्स है और कितना उससे कितना क्या क्या कर सकते हो टू ब्रिंग द बेस्ट पोटेंशियल आउट. बिकॉज कोई बंदा कभी कभी किसमें क्या, he cannot speak well, but his talent for drawing or his talent for writing may be amazing. So it will, as a leader, it will be your job to bring that out, your job to recognize that thing. So from an event, what I would suggest is, rather than just participating for the sake of certificates, participate for the sake of these experiences, because these are the micro experiences you will gather in the college, which will be helpful for your career after 4 years or 6 years if you're planning to do masters.
Yeah. Okay, so if you are a student of first year or second year, kindly note this point.
Yeah.
See, I'm asking this question to you because you were super active. I saw you in organizing all the events, different events. Yeah, I have to say that.
That is good. So that was in my 4th year. First 2 years, I was literally what I said. I was there in every other helping committee. In the first year, I was there in the committee of ARC, that is anti-ragging cell. They had conducted competitions. I was the helping in one of the managing committees. I was the coordinator for event, like the junior coordinator. So from there, I rose to a level where I could manage one whole food fest or different events which we had in our department. So as an experience, don't expect the first thing you will be doing as a leader of an organization or leader of an event. It takes years of practice. It takes years of experience. So baby steps and you will reach where you want to. And certificates are important. There is nothing wrong. You can always shine your talent. दिखाओ लोगों को यार मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, उसमें कुछ गलत नहीं है. But also make sure these experiences help you somewhere else, because you can do both. You can participate in a competition as well as manage an event. तुम दोनों कर सकते हो. So there's nothing wrong in that. Just diversify your outlook. That's all.
Okay. Only for the sake of certificates, do not participate.
Yes. Learn from something, because college is the only time where you learn. हर छोटे छोटे चीजों से कुछ ना कुछ सीखना मिलता है.
Yeah, amazing भैया. All right. Now let's come to the training part. Yeah.
Okay.
So according to the new syllabus, in 8th semester we are having dedicated industrial training program in the 8th semester. But what I'm observing, students are preferring lab training, but the problem is they are not developing their skills in which they are not good at. So instead of that, they may go for some kind of skill development, because 8th semester is dedicated to training. So what's your point of view on this?
8th semester is training, कौन सा training में? Industrial training or lab?
Industrial training.
It's purely for industrial
training.
Okay, fine. See, during my time, we didn't have a specific internship semester for training at all. So that was like in summers, we used to do for 1 month. So there we had a wider scope. Like हम लोग, we had choice कि second year के बाद करो, third year के बाद करो, and the industry could be different. And since food is literally a vast subject, you have different types of sectors, like that is bakery section, baking science. Then there is beverages. Then there is chocolates, confectionaries. So that's a big section. There is dairy. That's whole department of dairy. Even we can go for that. So considering all that, if you ask me which is so the more the training, it's always good, because एक 6 महीने में तुम एक इंडस्ट्री कवर करोगे. ठीक है, तो तुम एक 6 महीने में एक इंडस्ट्री में फोकस करोगे, that is well and good. But the rest of the 5 or 6 industries, what about that? That goes missing there, right? So you don't know what is happening there. और प्लेसमेंट के टाइम ऐसा कोई नेसेसिटी नहीं है कि जिस इंडस्ट्री में तुमने इंटर्नशिप किया है वही इंडस्ट्री आएगा या वही टाइप ऑफ इंडस्ट्री आएगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू डिड अ ट्रेनिंग इन वाडीलाल, दैट इज आइसक्रीम, एंड ड्यूरिंग अ इंटरव्यू देयर केम ब्रिटानिया. डज ब्रिटानिया हैव आइसक्रीम्स? कोई सेगमेंट तो है नहीं उसका. उनका मेजर सेगमेंट क्या है? बिस्किट्स. You have no clue what is happening in a biscuit line. So do you think you can outshine in that interview? To be honest,
no.
It won't be the best interview you will be giving. Okay. So before your this one, 4th year, final internship, if you can get an experience of different types of industries, it's always good. Personally, I never did a lab training, because हमारे college में जो होता है वो lab that basically covers all the basic requirements. कि क्या क्या चाहिए, क्या क्या होता है. तो हमारा थियरी और लैब कहीं ना कहीं मतलब कवर अप हो जाता है हर जगह. What I focused on primarily was industrial training. So I did my training in Nestle. One training was Nestle in Mysore. So they had both coffee plant, beverage, and noodle plant, snack plant. So there I could get a vast amount of knowledge about these two plants. After that, in my third year, I did a training in an ice cream unit, that is dairy products. Then I did it in my confectioneries, beverages and confectioneries, that is mango candies, and then it was mango juice, that is beverages. And then apart from that, in the winter, and that is during the winter vacations, I did another industrial training, that is bakery sessions, bakery training, that is biscuits and breads and all that related. So considering that by the time I was in my fourth year, I had covered 5 different sectors.
Okay, you covered almost.
Yeah, almost all the sectors I had covered.
Almost.
Yeah. So that was a big advantage for me because कोई भी आ जाता, कोई भी interview, कोई भी कौन से भी industry से आ जाता, I could somehow manage there.
Then you are aware what is going on.
What is happening there? क्या क्या requirement होता है, क्या बोलना है, वो लोग जानते हैं. ठीक है. So one of my blessing was that I could do it in Nestle. So when I sat for my ITC's interview, they asked me questions pertaining my Nestle's interview, Nestle's experience. Like making noodles, because ITC also has a noodle plant. Making coffee, ITC has a coffee brand called Sunbeam. So considering all that, they were like, ठीक है, इस बंदे को पता है क्या हमारे फैक्ट्री में क्या क्या होगा. So they know, okay, if you select him, fine, you don't have to start from the beginning to train him. You can start from you can skip a couple of months of training to get him into the job. So considering that, always food industries training is an advantage.
Training is an advantage.
It's always an advantage. Okay, the more you expose yourself to different sectors, the more knowledge you get. I know a couple of my friends did training in lab, but bhai, hum log hai food technologists. We are literally dealing with technologists, industrial level technologists. Lab में तो food chemist भी काम करता है. Food science वाले भी है. So that job, we have to do something that is related to us.
Yeah.
So always expose yourself to maximum number of industrial training because you have plenty of holidays every 8 semesters, 8 holidays, मतलब 8 short breaks मिलता है. जितना certificates related to internship है या training है, that is always an advantage. That is always a plus point for you.
But now in this COVID situation, it is impossible.
I can understand. COVID situation is sort of a hindrance. So that is totally.
So how we can cover that in these type of situations?
Is these instead of focusing on MNCs, छोटे industries जैसे मैंने बोला जो startup है, it's a small industry, but they're also doing the same thing what any big Britannia or big Parle units are doing. Just the output is comparatively less. We only make somewhere around 900 tons, and in the other unit we make 1,500 tons. That is very less compared to what the main factories make. But वहाँ पे जो procedure है और जो system है, that will be the same thing. But वहाँ पे job, because this industries are there in every other district or every other locality. इस industries में enter करना और थोड़ा आसान होता है compared to main brands or main companies.
MNCs.
Entering these small industries is easier. And since your main objective is to get knowledge, chota industry is also fine to get knowledge. So just approach. I know COVID situation is not everyone is approachable, not everyone is receptible. Totally understandable, but as long as you try, you don't get it. Because in my third year, we called every food industry that was available. सबका number Google से उठाया हमने, हर एक को call किया है, सबको disturb किया है, फिर जाके हमें कहीं ना कहीं opportunities मिला था.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bhaiya. Okay, moving forward, let's talk about higher studies.
Okay.
See, at the start of my third year, what I observed, my batchmates, what they are doing, they are just preparing for GATE examination, CAT examination. They are confused because they are not secure with the placements. That is the reason, because they just want to do something and they just started preparing, though they are not interested in GATE.
Okay.
So after BTech, should we go for placement or should we go for MTech or should we go for MBA? What's your recommendation on this?
To be honest, when I was in third year, I also was in the notion that it's always good to study first and then go for job.
Okay.
But काम करने के बाद, once I got an experience, personally I believe it is always best you go for job after your BTech. Because उससे क्या होता है, you get an idea what you're interested in. Because MTech और MBA जो भी करना है, you have to know where your heart is or where your passion is. ठीक है, तो MTech करोगे, that is basically you're specializing in a specific stream. और food tech से और थोड़ा focus कर रहे हो, BTech से थोड़ा और focus कर रहे हो. But जिस subject में तुम focus कर रहे हो, if you don't like that subject, 2 साल तुम बर्बाद कर रहे हो अपना. ठीक है, MTech का डिग्री मिल गया, but तुम्हें करना नहीं है तो क्या मतलब हो उससे? A degree is just a piece of paper if you have no value, which is not what you are expecting.
That's what I'm observing. They are not interested, but they are preparing.
See, that is
because
what
they are not
happens.
having options. They are
Because
not
they are
secure.
not-
Yeah.
Because okay, I can understand the placement scenarios may vary every year. So that is fine.
Every
That
year.
is totally normal. That too with COVID on the rise, or with the COVID situation, placements have decreased and it has come down a lot. I can understand that. But maximize your effort with getting a job after BTech. कहीं से भी छोटा नौकरी मिल जाए, because don't expect, even if you get a pay scale of 3 lakhs per year or even 2.5 lakhs per year, is good for you because your main aim is not to earn money now. Your main aim is to learn and find what you're interested in. ठीक है, तो छोटे जॉब हो गए, किसी को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, that is totally natural, but there you will start learning. ठीक है, मुझे एमटेक किसमें करना है, या ये मेरा फील्ड है, मुझे इसमें अच्छा इंटरेस्ट लग रहा है, या इफ यू वांट टू गो फॉर एमबीए, अच्छा ठीक है, मुझे मैनेजमेंट में और थोड़ा तरफ मैनेजिंग में थोड़ा और थोड़ा नैक मिल रहा है, आई कैन मैनेज मोर पीपल रादर देन बीइंग द वन हु वर्क्स. ठीक है, तो वैसे वैसे तुम्हारे ओपिनियंस और ऑप्शंस और योर थॉट प्रोसेस विल आल्सो ग्रो अलोंग विद एक्सपीरियंस. ठीक है, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड इफ देयर इज नो प्लेसमेंट एंड इफ यू नॉट श्योर कि तुम्हें जॉब मिलेगा, सबके मन में कुछ ना कुछ होता है कि ठीक है, मुझे फोर्थ ईयर के बाद यही करना है, मुझे एमटेक ही करना है, कर लो. बिकॉज समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस इज लाइफ फोर्सेस एन ऑप्शन अपॉन अस एंड वी हैव टू टेक इट. So your other second option, the other thing you can do is you can literally grab whatever option that is given to you and make the best of it. अब तुम्हारे मन में फिक्स हो गया कि गेट लिखना है, गेट लिखो, अच्छे से लिखो, get into a better top notch universities, your placement, get yourself interested into that subject, rather than तुम अपना इंटरेस्ट का सब्जेक्ट ढूंढो, तुम उसी सब्जेक्ट में जिसमें तुम्हें मिला उसमें इंटरेस्ट लगा दो. It may take some time, the transition may not be that smooth, but if you, since you have no option, go for that, do that. There's nothing wrong in that. ठीक है, अभी से by the end of fourth year you get an idea, MTech करना है, MBA करना है, एक आइडिया होता है क्या इंटरेस्ट है, machinery, science behind it, is it that something makes you go passionate about, go for MTech. If you're into the skill of managing or manage people, manage events or manage an organization, logistics, if you're interested into logistics, like connecting people,
Logistics.
like connecting one raw material to the other, and you can plan all that, कहाँ पे कमी आ रही है, कहाँ पे क्या क्या हो रहा है, requirements है, वो सब plan कर सकते हो, predict कर सकते हो, go for management. There's nothing wrong in that, because you're, by the time you graduate, you're 23 to 24 years minimum, so you know yourself better than anyone else. So go for it, select that, and opt in. If you get a placement, go for it. If not, and if you're planning to study, then choose a subject where you think you may have an interest and you can grow your interest and bring out the best you can in that field of subject.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Now, let's talk about the placement. Basically, your placement.
My placement.
Was that off campus, on campus? As you said, on campus. So, what are the skills they were looking for? How you got placed?
Okay.
And what was the recruitment procedure?
Okay, fine. So as I said earlier, in the initial days of my fourth year also, I was not interested into getting a job. Because I wasn't that experienced. कोई बताया नहीं कि ये करो वो करो, तो मैं अपने इसमें चला कि चलो ठीक है, जॉब नहीं चाहिए, पढ़ाई करेंगे. तो randomly in the month of December during my 7th semester हमें कॉल आता है, चलो प्लेसमेंट सेल से ये है कि तुम्हारा एक एंट्रेंस एग्जाम हो रहा है आईटीसी कंपनी के लिए. तो सबने बोला चलो आईटीसी बड़ी कंपनी है, नाम दे दो, देखते क्या होगा. So the first time after that they shortlisted us depending on our marks. ठीक है, तो उससे पता चला कि हमारे मार्क्स भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. इट्स एन इंपॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया. ये नहीं है कि तुम्हें मिनिमम मिल जाए तो काफी, बिकॉज एमएनसीज लुक फॉर द बेस्ट अमंग बेस्ट. समटाइम्स यू हैव टू बी स्टूडियस, दैट इज द नेचुरल. कई मूवीज में दिखेंगे कि मत पढ़ो यार, कुछ ना कुछ मिलेगा करे, मूवीज में दिखेगा, बट इन रियलिटी इन इंडियन सिस्टम अभी भी मार्क्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट. So we got selected. So there was a short list of them, somewhere around 80 out of 90, somewhere around 60 people were selected. And then we had an exam, online examination. Out of that 60 people, only five of us were called for interview in Haryana. That is in Nifton.
Okay.
So we went for interview there. So interview के basic थे GD, group discussion और person interview. Group discussion topics vary differently. People के हिसाब से, मतलब mood के हिसाब से, situation या whatever that political or affair is, whatever is happening, the current trend के हिसाब से group discussion topics change होते रहते हैं. So that is nothing you can do. But if you want to prepare for group discussion, you can practice. देखो, बात करना, communication is an important skill. कोई भी language है, it's an important skill in any industry or any sector you go to. So when you are in a group, you should always have in mind it is not a debate. Group discussion is basically where you put forward your opinions and you see how the other person is putting their opinions forward. अब मान लो अभी 5 लोग हैं, 6 लोगों का ग्रुप है, उसमें सिर्फ अगर तुम और एक और बंदा बात कर रहा है, if only one other person is talking, that is not a group discussion. That is basically 2 people conversing. So when you are in a group discussion, what happens is you have to involve everyone, and that is where one of your skill is highlighted. Like as a leader, if you are a leader in future, will you consider all these people under your and listen to their opinions? Will you bring out their hidden opinion? Like not everyone is free to speak in the public. उन लोगों को थोड़ा you have to pull them out or you have to push them. Sometimes you have to do one of these. Group discussion में क्या होता है, लोग डिबेट के मूड में चले जाते हैं मोस्ट प्रोबेबली. अरे मैंने बोला यही सही है, बाकी जो बोला गलत है. That is one of the biggest negative, or that is the biggest negative.
This is not the correct approach.
That is not at all the correct approach. That is the biggest negative approach you can do. If you start debating in a group discussion, that is not a group discussion anymore. Parliamentary हो जाएगा, parliament हो जाएगा वहाँ पे. तो ठीक है, तो your what they take is how firm are you with your opinions? Are your opinions logically covered? And how ready are you to accept your opponent's or the opposite person's opinion? Acceptability is also one of things that is required in this modern life. And how open you are to listen to other people. Like कुछ लोग बोलते हैं ना कि मैंने जो बोला वही सही है, बस मुझे और कुछ सुनना नहीं है. That is wrong. और उसके बाद जो लोग साइलेंट है, जो लोग चुपचाप है, are you bringing them out to talk? Are you pushing them to talk? So sometimes you have to, for example, if you are the person who is silent, I have to literally say, Shreyans, what is your opinion on this topic? Could you please slide? तो उससे क्या होगा? You're literally focusing the light on him. And बाकी लोग चुप हो जाएंगे. So you're giving an opportunity, you're putting a spotlight on him. तो उससे जो बंदा शांत है, who is shy, he has to speak. When an interviewer sees that, he's like, okay, fine. He is into team activities. He can bring people ahead उसके साथ. He's not self-centered or selfish. So that is one main focus you have to do in GD. बाकी सब तो लोग बताएंगे कि तुम्हें knowledge होना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए, सब बताएंगे. That is true. But apart from that, ये छोटे-छोटे चीज है जो ज्यादातर लोग देखते नहीं है. So this is where you can shine. That is where you can get more plus points compared to other people. So that is your GD. And after GD, we had our personal interview. So personal interview, what they do is, for me, it was basically they tried to put us in pressure. They wanted to see will we crack in pressure or not.
What kind of pressure?
So first thing they did was when I gave my CV or my resume, what they saw was like, why is my marital status written as married? मतलब when you go for an interview, you're already in tension. So जब उन्होंने बोला कि तुम्हारी शादी हो गई है, बीटेक में तुम्हारी शादी, मैंने कैसे ऐसे कैसे होगा? बिकॉज मैंने खुद अपना ये टाइप किया था, तो उसमें तो मैंने सिंगल लिखा है. तो इज लाइक तुमने टाइप किया तो ये गलत कैसे हो गया? मतलब ही इज ट्राइंग टू पोर्ट्रे अस रॉन्ग. ही इज ट्राइंग टू मेक अस थिंक कि हमने कुछ गलत किया है.
And how we are tackling the situation is the main objective.
शांत है, अभी काम माइंडेड टू थिंक कि नहीं ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है, आपको गलत हुआ है करके. तो व्हाट आई सेड वाज लाइक सर नो, as far as I know, मैंने तो ऐसा कुछ किया नहीं है. तो इसका मतलब किसी और से तुमने CV लिखवाया है. So he was trying to find faults in every statement of ours and put us in pressure. So as much as pressure he could do, so उससे क्या होता है? He wanted us to sweat. So one main advantage,
how you tackle the situation?
One main advantage we had back in our 4th year was that our department arranged the soft skill trainings. Mahindra का था एक soft skill training था. So where they taught us how to sit in an interview, what to say in an interview, how to say in an interview, how to remain calm, or like what are the postures you can do while you're talking. तो ऐसा एक ट्रेनिंग था हमारा. उस एक मॉक इंटरव्यू भी हुआ था हमारा. उससे क्या हुआ? We were prepared, mentally prepared. चलो इतना ही होगा, उससे ज्यादा कुछ होने नहीं वाला. Because most of the time what happens is students are not experienced with interviews. Even a mock interview, they're not experienced with it. So they are face off, they're going into a lion's den and they don't know what to say. So lion तो खा के थूक देगा, उसका तो उतना ही है काम. So that is where. So one advantage as a batch, 2019 pass out, I had an advantage was that we had a soft skill training. Because of that soft skill training, I'm very thankful for that. I was able to keep my calm during the interview, answer each and question. Like whatever they tried to say, I was like, no, ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा है. I could say that. Because what happens is when you're tension, sometimes you say it wrong. Okay, मतलब गलती मान लेते. Even if you like suppose say it was married, or just say accidentally हुआ होगा sir. So once you say कि किसी और बंदे
Yeah.
ने कुछ गलत बोल दिया, तुमने accept कर लिया, तुम गया. So you don't have no opinion or you're not confident about yourself.
Yeah.
So that is one thing. So it is always about keeping calm during an interview. कितना भी tension हो, कितना भी pressure हो, knowledge तो secondary बात है, but you have to there's a self composure that should be there. How you maintain yourself is very important wherever you go. Rather than interview, anywhere, any social circle or anywhere you go, it is important. And similarly, after that, they asked me questions regarding all that FCI. Then there was FSSAI at that time. All that questions they started asking, all minimal questions. Then they went through my CVs. Then they say what all seminars I attended. So then they started asking what you learned in the seminar or what you learned in this workshop. So be careful when you're adding all those seminars and all those certificates. They'll ask you questions from there. So if you add 20 certificates, कोई randomly they कोई भी उठा लेंगे, कुछ भी पूछेंगे. Like at least for me it was like that. Or with my friends also it was the same thing.
Okay.
So be careful whatever you write. And after that, there was one unique selling point of mine was that I attended the bakery campus just like 6 months ago. So I was pretty much fresh with that knowledge. So they asked me, what is your favorite subject? Apart from mathematics, they wanted something food related. So they asked me, what is your favorite? So even if bakery was not my favorite subject, that was this thing I could remember properly. I went at the bakery.
Bakery, okay.
Because मुझे पता था जो भी questions पूछेंगे like extent तक मैं बता सकता हूँ करके. And that turned out to be very helpful because when they asked me a question, I could answer that. That was something I learned during my training.
Okay.
That one particular question was the key moment where everything turned. I knew उनके चेहरे से पता चला ठीक है इसको ये छोटा चीज पता है मतलब ठीक है इसने बंदे ने ट्रेनिंग में कुछ ना कुछ किया है.
Okay. They are asking the basics things, but yeah.
With the basic, but there are sometimes you have to ask. Like for my senior, they are asked write the formula of moisture content. Normally लोग क्या करेंगे moisture content का formula लिख लेंगे. But she asked कौन सा moisture content, wet base या dry base. मतलब that shows you have the basics mastered, and that was enough. That was enough for her to get a placement in ITC. मतलब बाकी questions भी है, but this was the main backbone or main thing, foundation which laid that.
Clearing the basics.
Yes. It's always the basics that matter in an interview. Uske alawa, one more thing was I had a unique selling point, which everyone has, one or the other topic. That is, I could speak 6 languages.
Yeah. I saw your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah. I could speak 6 languages. Thank you. So that was the main advantage. Because kahi bhi
6 languages.
Communication is important. And if you're in a if you're in a flow, the basic shop floor, that is where all the production happens, वहाँ पे अलग-अलग तरह के लोग होंगे, अलग-अलग जगह से होंगे. हिंदी ठीक है तो नॉर्थ इंडिया में हर जगह मैनेज कर लोगे हिंदी. But when you come to the south, there are different states. 5 different states, 6 different more than that languages are there. Basics Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada. तो हर जगह कोई अगर बोल सकता है कि मैं किसी से भी बात कर सकता हूँ. So that was a unique selling point for me. Similarly, everyone has this USP. All you have to do is these 4 years or whatever time is left before the interview, figure out what your USP is. If you can figure that USP and actually say, "Isko portray karo, ye hai meri, this is my identity, this is what I'm best known for," people will be impressed with that. ठीक है इस बंदे का इस identity को हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं utilize कर सकते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
So that is one advantage. Just find your USP. It's always great for you.
Okay, yeah. So how you learned these 6 languages?
I have stayed at different states. My dad used to get transferred or used to shift from jobs, and I used to move along with him. I have studied in 7 different schools.
Oh,
so somehow or the other I had to language like local.
That's how you learn.
बोलना ही पड़ता है. So by the time I had come to Uttar Pradesh, that was somewhere around 9th or 10th state. So somehow I had to learn. When you're local, when you're staying in a local place where local language ही बोलते हैं, and when you're young, during my schooling, वहाँ पे तो लोग यही बात करेंगे, कोई अंग्रेजी तो बात नहीं करने वाला. So and that way it was forced upon me. The language I had to learn it, but somehow that turned out to be a big advantage later part of my life.
All right, bhaiya. Yep. And one thing is left. What they were asking at the time of written exam.
So that was purely based on what you had studied in the 4 years. Food chemistry, food loss.
Okay.
That is, food laws is important. That whatever you study in your fourth, it was for us, it was in the fourth year. But tomorrow, I don't know what syllabus are studying, so I'm not sure. That food laws is very important. All the acts, FSSA Act, this Food Adulteration Prevention Act, PFA, everything is important. And apart from the basics like dehydration technology, that is important. Then all the food properties, food, what happens when food is dehydrated, what happens when oil it's fried in oil, all that basic of your 4 years related to food is covered in that. So that is what was basically asked and focused on in my this one online examination. There are 4 years of subject. You just revise through, make sure you don't forget. ठीक है, it is not an easy task, but करना पड़ता है.
All right, Bhaiya, you cleared all the confusions.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing your experience.
No problem. Even if someone gets the smallest help, I'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, I'm so thankful to you.
Before I leave, I could add one more thing.
Yeah, I want to ask that also. I just want to add. Before leaving, any message for your junior, for the viewers who are watching this video till now?
All those things. What I've learned in my work experience 2 years is knowing about food, how it reacts to different material, everything is good. You know what is blanching, you know what is pasteurization, everything is good placement wise. But when you start working in industry, when you're putting in, like when I was in ITC, I was put as a manufacturing executive. I was handling the production. So in production, what you learn in theory is of no use. मतलब ये blanching ठीक है, हमें temperature पता है, बहुत अच्छी बात है. What happens is we forget one important part. हम लोग food technology में से food को concentrate कर रहे हैं. We don't focus that much on the technology part, because in an industry it is all about machineries, and हम लोग उतना concentrate नहीं कर रहे हैं in the machinery part. Machines कैसे चलती है, gears, the ratios, the electronics, the electrical part of the machinery, हम लोग उतना focus नहीं कर रहे हैं. But as a food technologist, we should have a knowledge of that too. Because when I was put into an ITC plant, I didn't know the knowledge. I was not that apt with that part of the industry. Because मुझे idea नहीं था, मुझे सीखने के लिए थोड़ा time लगा. Because हमें किसी ने बताया नहीं कि चलो यार food technology ये पढ़ लो, वो कर लो, हो जाएगा, काम खत्म. But किसी ने हमें बताया नहीं कि technology भी important है. Because once you're in industry, properties of food and everything is ठीक है, अच्छी बात है. But you have to know how these machines work. तुम्हें different types of materials के बारे में होना चाहिए. You should know what is mild steel, what is stainless steel, what is gear ratio, what is AC, DC, what is everything what we actually learned at the beginning of our semester, beginning of an year of a food technology is quite important after your 4th year when you start working. Okay. So most people, they don't realize that. But हमारा subject भी तो है, that is the unit, डॉक्टर्स मैम ने हमें पढ़ाया था न्यूमेरिकल सब कुछ मशीनरीज के बारे में. यूनिट ऑपरेशंस करेक्ट. दैट इज समथिंग वेयर पीपल थिंक मैथ्स है, छोड़ दो, ज्यादा फोकस नहीं, बेस मिनिमम पास होना है करके. बट दैट वाज समथिंग दैट इज रॉन्ग. योर नोशन शुड बी ऐसे सब्जेक्ट्स में तुम्हारा टॉप, यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड. तुम्हें हर जगह ऐसे सब्जेक्ट, दैट इज यूनिट ऑपरेशंस, मशीन डिजाइनिंग is very important. As a food technologist, if you're working in the production or if you're working in anywhere in an industry where it's filled with machines, you should be, you should know what is happening. अगर कोई देखो रात को नाइट शिफ्ट हैंड, बिकॉज व्हेन यूर इनिशियल स्टेज ऑफ योर करियर तुम्हें नाइट शिफ्ट हैंडल करना पड़ता है. ऐसा नहीं कि दिन में, बिकॉज दिन में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाता है, चल जाता है, कहीं ना कहीं से लोग कहीं ना कुछ कर देते हैं. बट नाइट शिफ्ट में क्या होता है, कुछ दिक्कतें आती है मशीन्स में. एंड एज अ सुपीरियर लाइक मैन्युफैक्चर, आई वाज देयर, आई वाज द टॉप एट दैट टाइम. नाइट शिफ्ट आई वाज द पर्सन हु वाज हैंडलिंग इट. तो मुझे नहीं पता कि इस मशीन में क्या हुआ है. ठीक है, गलती होती है, मैं आई वाज अ फ्रेशर, बट इवन देन इफ यू नो इट, दैट इज ऑलवेज अ बिग प्लस पॉइंट फॉर यू. ठीक है, मशीन को देखा, तुमने सारे जो भी ट्रायल एंड एरर जो करना है कर सकते हो. सो इफ यू लुक एट अ मशीन एंड सी okay, that is not how it should be, this is how it should be, ये try करो, वो try करो. If you have the knowledge to do that, that is always a plus point. So rather than just focusing on food theories, all these food definitions, properties of food, ये वो, start focusing, it is never late, start focusing on the machinery part too. Because food technology, food और technology से ही होता है. सिर्फ food पे focus करोगे, it is just incomplete. Get yourself
totally
apt with food technology, the technology part, machineries, what all machineries are required, because different segments, different industries, different types of machines are used. So when you go for industrial training, which I said earlier, rather than just seeing कि food को क्या होता है, focus on the machineries too. like how this machine works, what are the problems these machines can have. If अगर ऐसा होता है तो क्या होगा, अगर problem आता है तो इसका solution क्या है, because this will help you to understand कि machineries कैसा काम करते हैं, the basics. It's always a plus point for you. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I got to say.
Okay, I will keep this in mind.
Sure.
And
the rest
I
of the
recommend
people
you
too.
to all keep this in mind. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, bhaiya.
Anyways,
So
all the
thank you
best.
so much for joining.
All the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much for having me here. It's an honor. And any more doubts or any more, feel free to ping me up. I'll always be
Yeah,
there.
of course, bhaiya, of course.
So yes, this is all about this podcast. If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon to get notified. And yes, thumbs up, thumbs down according to whatever you felt about this video. If you have any query, any questions, comment down below. And do share your experience. This is Shreyans Srivastav signing off. Bye.